The information contained in this video, including images and videos, may contain copyright material used for commentary and educational purposes only. This video is a non-profit analysis and falls within the Fair Use Guidelines copyright law. Images and videos used are directly taken from the Google blog posts and their official presentation, for which I'll add the links in the description. I'm using these visuals for the purpose of sharing the news and reviewing the new trends in technology. This also means that the use is only informative and a small portion of the original work is used, and this does not negatively affect the market for the original presentation. Google recently had their new presentation and they presented their new AI feature, and they are stating that with this new AI browser feature, Google will be doing the Googling for you. And basically this means that whenever you search something on Google, the new search engine will bring you a summary of all the websites that were queried to get you the result that you are looking for. Google also recently made a deal with Reddit for $60 million to allow Google to train their AI, their Gemini AI, on the Reddit platform. Basically, that theoretically would give the Google's AI access to specific communities or specific areas within Reddit, so that the AI can analyze and use for training and deep learning. You can read more about this on the official blog post from Google with what's new on the search labs, and you can have a look at this quick article that they made and you can read more about it. From my perspective, this is good for end users, but I'm not too sure how good it would be for content creators or people who are making websites and specific content within websites. And here I'm talking specifically at those that create their own websites, whose number might shrink if, for example, this new search summary feature from Google's AI might only show summaries for end users, but they don't bother to click on hyperlinks that are redirected to a particular website. Maybe this will cause less traffic for the websites in question. It seems that the new Google's AI search summary is inspiring itself from the same content that the Google search engine promoted for the past 20 years, which are websites. Google also said that this would actually be helpful and innovative for the industry, but could this be interpreted differently? Would this mean that less traffic will be directed to the actual websites that are being used for this AI summary? Since Google is going to implement an AI summary in their search engine, what is the guarantee that the end user would actually care enough to click on the URL links of the websites that are used for this summary so that the traffic can be generated for those websites? Would the traffic be generated for those websites even if an end user does not click on a hyperlink? I guess not. But this is not yet implemented in Europe, at least, and it seems that this feature is going to be implemented first in USA, and I'm curious how this would go in Europe, for example, if it's successful in USA. Would this be a good thing for website developers, website owners and content creators? It is 100% useful for end users, saving them time, and instead of searching, they just get a summary. But how accurate would that summary be? Let's have a look at an example that already exists, which is the Bing browser and its built-in feature for the summary search results. If I search for an information about an NBA or for the NBA league, for example, and ask for a summary of what is the most successful player this season, would I click on the URL link for the websites that are used for the summary? Let's see. So for example, if I search for this in Bing, here is an example of the AI summary feature that is built in Bing's search engine. So for example, here we already have our generated result and it's gonna complete in a few seconds, and already I have a summary here. But would I care to read individually all of these sources? And if I don't click on these sources separately and I'm not reading them separately, would this create traffic to those websites? So we have 4 websites that have been queried in a matter of seconds, and based on that we have a summary of the best players this season in NBA. If I don't open this separately, Would this mean that traffic is still generated for the websites? We don't know that. That's something that we'd like to know. But it's definitely an interesting thought, and I'm curious what the future will bring, especially knowing that during Google's presentation, they bragged about using the word AI 120 times, and we'll have to wait and see what the outcome will be in the future.